So, so that demonstrates what happens on steep slopes. I want some shallow slopes to demonstrate that those still work too. So, let's see, how do I want to do that? It's probably going to be easier for me to just start over than to make a new thing. So I'm going to do that. I'm just going to start over. I'm going to make a whole new file, in fact. And sort of same idea as before. Making a cube, and let's make it big. 100. You can just typing this in. 100 by 100. Let's center it roughly around the middle. Just like before, draw a line to do that, and then lift that up. Oops, forgot to release the line again. Lift that up a bit. Can make it much shallower this time. Select the top bits. Oops, getting too much there. Scale that down just by hitting the S key. There. So that should be pretty flat. Let's see how that plays. Calling it parabolic because I'm going to have it get steeper and steeper as it goes up. And export that. Same parameters as before. And let's check that out over here. I don't know, it doesn't seem steep enough to justify her slowing down that much, so I may want to change gravity or friction. So let me show you that. Characters' physical properties are here in the rigid body. We've got several different things going on. You might notice we don't have use gravity checked. That's because I'm doing gravity in my code by applying a gravitational force to her. And so what we're kind of seeing, I don't think I want to increase gravity because I like sort of the jump right now, and so if I increase gravity, the jump is gonna be more jumpy. Actually, no, I think I do want to increase gravity a bit. It's hard to see in this level. It's hard to see in this level because with just the shapes, it's hard to tell how tall these buildings are. You kind of need windows and building floors to get an idea of how fast somebody's falling. And you probably don't remember, but the way the physics used to work was if she had landed on a slope like that, she would have just stopped. As far as the game was concerned, she wasn't on a slope at all. There was just ground underneath her, and there was nothing to move from. With the physics system, it's a slope, and gravity takes over. But we don't want it to take over that much. So I'm going to just increase friction. So we can increase drag. That'll make them go slower. But drag also affects just what they're doing in the air. And so I'm not don't want to use that. And the problem with friction is if I increase the friction, it also makes it harder for her to start moving. So it is kind of a weird balancing act. Now the friction is stored in a couple places. There's the friction of her and the friction of the ground she's walking on. Those are in physics materials. Right, I got two of them, her friction and the ground friction. So, and it averages between the two. So I'm going to run her over here, and I'd like to be able to sort of accelerate her, like even from a standstill. She should be able to, like, on a slope that's kind of shallow, she should be able to run up this hill. So let's see. Let's experiment with lowering friction a lot. So this is going to break the game, but I just want to see. I didn't need to start and stop it, so like now she can't stop, or she has trouble stopping because friction is so low. Even with friction low, it isn't solving our problem. So I'm going to turn friction back to where it was and adjust her acceleration. So the footsteps she's making are actually just cosmetic. Really it's like there's an imaginary jet coming out of her, and that's what makes her move. And this number here is how strong that acceleration force is. So I'm going to double it and see what happens. So she runs much faster than I want her to now, but is she good on the hills? If she stops on a hill, can I turn her around and make her walk back up again? It takes her a bit to get up to speed, but it does work. So that's actually pretty good. Maybe a little too strong, but a little too strong because she's accelerating a bit quicker than I want her to. So let's pull back on that. Between 32 and 24, or 32 and 16 is 24. Is she able to walk up hills now, even from a standstill? That's a little too tough. I mean, that looks like a pretty shallow hill. So I'm going to take it up. 32 is too much, 24 is too little. Split the difference, 28. Yeah, I'm okay with her having trouble. This slope is pretty steep. This one, a little more shallow. There's that steep corner again. So once you have this going, by the way, it feels good just to walk around on hills. You've got the sense of inertia and flow is really nice. So I'm really glad that I switched over, even if it doesn't seem like that huge a deal. It feels really good. So moving on. So I feel like she's going a little too fast now in general. But rather than lowering her acceleration, I can cap her velocity in a couple different ways. I could increase friction, or I could increase drag. If I increase drag, that's going to also affect the way she behaves in the air, and I like the way she is in the air right now, so I am going to take friction up a bit. So let's see if we double it. How does that do? We only need to double the dynamic friction because that's the friction when she's moving. Nope, she's still going a little faster than I want. Let's take it up again. Want her to slow down fairly quickly when you let go of the stick. And so I'm going to take it up again. She's still going too fast. Friction may not be doing what we need it to do. Oh, that's interesting. So one of the reasons she's going too fast is because some parameters thought I set before got set back. It's really just playing her animation too fast, and she's not moving too fast. Set all these back to where we wanted them, and that's pretty good. Yeah, that feels better. Still can't get up this hill. I wonder if changing friction doesn't take right away.